Wednesday, back again. Fun episode today with Grappling Dads. Paul.
Kip.
There we go.
I'm barely here.
Yeah, Kip is a little drugged up today. Just got his neck cut open. What, yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday morning. Yeah.
But hey, look at you.
Yeah,
Show must go on.
Yeah, I guess.
He's like, I don't think I can do an episode. I'm like, no, he didn't say that at all.
No,
He's like, we're doing one.
Got to do it. Got to get it out. I will be a little slower than normal. I'm slow naturally, but...
On drugs?
Yeah, on drugs, I'm a little bit slower.
Yeah,
a little garbled.
Yeah, good drugs, though.
Yeah, I guess.
You're looking awful, though. Like, death warmed over.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Still got my fucking bracelet on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it didn't bother to take that off.
That bitch does not come off very easily. Couldn't find scissors.
Yeah, well, I have a knife, but I'll accidentally cut you.
Yeah, accidentally.
Then you'll have to have surgery again.
Again. I didn't like surgery at all.
Nobody needs that.
Dude, surgery sucks.
It went well, though, right?
Yeah, it went real well. He thought he had an issue, so I'd have another x-ray this morning to make sure it was in the right place.
Really?
Yeah, he was pretty confident, but he didn't love it, was his exact statement. And he loved it this morning, so he said it was great this morning.
Oh, good.
So
how is it not in the right place? Or how? Like
it's hard to... So the C6, C7 to do a replacement is very difficult because it's at the base of your neck.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to have surgery and you go under anesthesia, your shoulders rise.
Oh.
And block, so it makes it very hard to see. And to do the replacement, you have to see very, very clearly where you're putting it.
Ah, gotcha.
So it wasn't the clearest. He thought so. He goes, I wrenched on it pretty good. I'm 99% sure it's fine. And he
just wanted to double check.
He just wanted to double check. He was like, I just want to double check. So yeah, I went through the X-ray again this morning, and everything was good.
Good.
And good and painful. Don't do this, people.
Don't get dropped on your neck.
Don't get dropped on your neck, people. Yeah. Just don't do it.
So, moral of the story is, if you have somebody in an armbar and they pick you up off the ground, just let go.
Yes.
Unless it's for money.
Well, the problem was, see, the thing is, I was kind of screwed either way because if I let go, I was landing on my head because there was no way I was catching myself before I hit the ground. So that was my thought process while it was happening. I'm like, do I let go? Because I wasn't trying to tap him anymore. I was just trying to hold on so I didn't get dropped.
Right.
I did not expect to be spiked. The spiking with his weight on top was, threw me off a little bit. It made the most fucked up noise ever.
You hear it like crunching in your head?
No, I heard a flipping noise like...
Ooh.
Yeah. It was fucking weird. It was not good.
It's hard to talk people into joining jiu-jitsu. When kind of shit happens? Stuff like this happens.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to accomplish. Like, hey, people, guys, gals, maybe don't try to win so hard.
Well, that's why we're here for the white and blue belts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's to get that shit out of them because 2 people in our gym have cost my family about $10,000 in surgery.
Yeah, that's right. Jen had to get her wrist worked on because somebody did the death grip on a 105-pound woman.
Yeah, just popped some shit in her wrist.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No good.
No bueno.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that. So that's what we're here for, people.
Chad said something nice. He gave out a first stripe to somebody, which is always nice.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't give out stripes because you tapped somebody out.
Oh, that was good.
I'll never give out a stripe because you beat somebody in a roll. Yeah. This is not what this is for. This is because you're starting to shrimp right. You're starting to do the drills good. Yep. You're trying to do jiu-jitsu. You're not doing as dumb of stuff. Yeah. That's what this is for. So don't ever think if you beat somebody, you're going to get promoted.
Ooh, that's the right culture.
Yes.
I like that.
Yep, that was excellent. Excellent words.
Excellent words.
Speaking of sponsors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sponsors. TopMountApparel.com. Check them out. Check them out on Instagram. They do a lot of good posts on there. They got the gi coming out in July. Really cool. Great people, great products. I love their stuff now.
Hell yeah.
I always did, but now I like it even more.
I got their shit on right now.
Yes, he does. I don't because it's hard to get a shirt on and off.
You can't.
And I put this bitch on, and this is staying on until my wife can help me take it off.
How many days till you can shower?
2 more.
Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Maybe a little sponge bath.
I'm taking a sponge bath. There's no fun. I feel dirty now. Look at my fucking neck. It's like I have graffiti on my neck.
Yeah,
I wish we were doing video so you could see the graffiti on my neck and the freaking iodine that's underneath the second skin bandage that they give you.
Yeah.
I just look disgusting.
You do. You really do.
Yeah, it's great. Can't wait to go out in public like this.
I would.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going. I don't give a shit. They're like, walk. I'm like, where? Because I have to walk a little bit every hour.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, every hour I have to get up and move around. Yeah. It's the only exercise I can do is walk, essentially. So.
It's too bad. I was going to drill my stuff with you after the podcast. But, that's a no-go, huh?
Yeah, shocker. Weird. Not going to do that.
Well, you just ruined my plans, kid.
Yeah, Top Mount Apparel wouldn't ask me to do that. So bring it back
around. They're not
as
selfish as me.
No, they are not. They're kind-hearted people and with great products.
Yeah, they're actually good people, yeah.
Yeah, GD10 at checkout. Please check them out. Get some stuff. I know a lot of you have. Just keep doing it, man. You're supporting a great company.
Hell yeah.
And they support us, so, hey.
Get you some.
We have questions rolling in, by the way.
No kidding. Yeah. I'll get to those while you get to the...
Yeah, you can look at those. And then we have number 2 and most important, maybe. I don't know. He may be dead.
I think he's dead. I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Hey, Mike.
Mike
from Tap Tape. You alive?
Yeah,
where you at, bro?
I know you're busy. I understand.
Yeah, he's busy as shit.
I don't understand. I say I understand, but I don't.
No, because you don't even respond anymore. He likes things. That's how I know he's alive.
Right, just like
oh, I like that. But Tap Tape. Use the tape, get the tap. It's awesome stuff. It's the best stuff we use. I use it all the time whenever I can actually do jiu-jitsu. And which I do. I use it on my fucked up finger. I have a jiu-jitsu finger, and I tape it.
Jordy fucked up his thumb somehow.
Yeah.
And he's been using Tap Tape to wrap that bitch up.
He ordered his own, didn't he?
No, he just steals mine.
Damn it.
Yeah. Well, he's like, you get it for free. Just give me some. I'm like, I don't want to.
No.
Do it.
Order
or I'll
shit
beat
from
you
him.
up. I'm like,
That's valid.
He goes, you want to get the same surgery Kip does? I'm like,
he was
no.
He's
like,
you.
Yeah, he's like, give me the fucking tape. I'm like, I guess you win.
He's small, pretty, and built.
Yeah.
So, yeah, fuck him.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Give him the tape, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, he
don't
loves
really
it.
Have a choice.
Yeah.
He's like the school bully.
Mm-hmm. I should make him give a review on Amazon.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what you should do.
Yep.
Jordan, we're going to do that.
Do it.
Jordy, do it.
Now.
Excellent. Not later, now. But yeah, get the tape. Check it out. You're going to love it. Leave a review. It really means a lot to more sales for him, which means more support for us. Once again, awesome.
And it's black, so you look like a ninja.
Yeah, if you get the death grip. They do have fission tape, so...
Do it.
Relax, people. There's white. But, yeah, he said he had new products coming out. I haven't seen them yet. I'll have to check in with him because we're supposed to get it. Yeah, because we're supposed to get it over to Sharks. Hey, don't worry, Sharks. Never sleep. I'm seriously working on getting all your shit together, but you're a large human, and it's hard to get it.
True, and you're broken, so
yeah, I'm broken too. I've had some time away, but don't worry, we will get you. I promise. But next up, we have our wonderful Chad Pomeroy, who had the great words when giving out a stripe this week. Awesome, setting up the white belt for a better career.
Yes, sir.
I like it. Come check us out in Grand Rapids, Michigan, just south of it, actually. We're by old abandoned Kmart. Does that help?
I think we should be in the old abandoned Kmart.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Just put Match right in the middle
everywhere.
Of it. Be all echoey and haunted feeling. It'd be sweet.
Yeah, it looks like it leaks.
It's perfect. It's plenty of room.
Perfect.
We'll just put some buckets out. It'll be all right.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no worries.
Chad, rent that whole space.
Come on.
It's like 32,000 square feet. Just run it. It's fine.
You already need a bigger spot.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Yeah,
You're busy.
You know what? Don't even tell them. Just break in.
Yeah. It's fine, dude. We'll put some wood up over the door. It'll be fine.
Yep.
No one will know.
Done.
Perfect idea. But no, come check us out. We have great classes. We have a lot of fun. You can come beat up a grappling dad because the other one's not going to be there. I will be there tomorrow night, though. I'm going to come hang out with you guys.
Excellent.
So, because I'm not working, evidently, for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you might as well go.
I got to do something.
Do something with your time.
Yes. But definitely come check us out. Check out the website to find out some times. Good to go. If you search BJJ or Jiu Jitsu in Grand Rapids, you'll find us. So, last and most certainly least.
Almost certainly. Bottom of the list.
Most certainly.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Kroyler Gracie.
There you go.
He was very, very mean to me while going to do my, surgery.
I think he was rooting for the death option.
He was. He asked me if I was going to have a wake.
Oh.
The weekend before.
Would anybody go, though?
No.
Is that what he was getting at?
I think...
Like you had a wake and nobody'd go and
So I turned it around on his ass and just was a complete tool and went, no one cares if I die. He goes, well, that's not funny. And I go, yeah, I know. Haha, suck it.
Stealing his joy.
Yeah, I stole his joy. He was making fun of me. I stole it.
Nice. So, black belt shit right there.
Hell yeah. bastard.
I like it.
But no, and then he asked me if I was just sent me a text that just said, "Still alive?" ? Like,
barely.
Yes.
Death's door.
Sorry, still there. So, but no, he's a great coach. He did a bunch of seminars I know everybody was really impressed with out there in the East. He's did a camp in Ohio. Dude's just killing it. So if you haven't had have him in for one yet, you need to. You'll learn a lot of shit.
Excellent.
You're not helping.
No. He's okay.
Yeah,
I did get a really good pro tip from him today.
Yeah, he's got a good pro tip today.
We've been talking a little bit on the Flick Chat app. If you don't know what that is, learn and then sign up. And
so
give a shit.
So get on there. We keep growing all the time. We're one of the more popular groups on there, which is awesome.
That is fun.
And you can actually listen to the podcast right from there if you get the most updated version. So whoever's already on there, go check it out. There's an update. You can actually see the podcast right at the top. Kind of cool ad. So they're adding stuff all the time. So I'll let you guys know when that's happening. But if you guys want to find it, just go to the App Store or either App Store and just search Flick Chat app.
Flick Chat.
Is
that one word or two?
It's
just
two.
2 words.
Just 2 words. Well, no, you have to do it because if you just hit Flick, you'll find every game that started with Flick this, Flick that. It's not there, that. And it's a very new app. Like, we were invited to do this for their early on.
Like a beta or something?
Yeah, like a test. And so it's hard to find, but once you're on there, dude, it's slick as hell.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Like, slick as hell. It's easy to respond to people. It's easy to find a new chat. You can start your own chat feed on there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool. So we're getting really annoying with this, but it keeps growing. And then every week I keep getting emails or messages on usually Instagram.
I've seen those.
And they're like, dude, I can't find it. And then when you do find it, you can't find us. Grappling Dads is 2 words. I mean, it's not 2 words.
It's not 2 words. It's one word.
It's 1 word.
Grappling Dads, 1 word.
1 word, Grappling Dads, not 2. Because if you put 2 in there, it doesn't find us for some reason.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's all right, though. It's early on, so we're going to let some of these things go.
We'll let this slide.
We'll let this slide.
Now.
Mikey, that's the guy one of the guys that's
developing it.
Yeah. So he's the community relations person.
Yeah, nice.
But he's been really responsive, too, with things.
Sweet.
So.
Excellent.
But, yeah, definitely check it out, dude. This show came from that app and questions that were on it.
Yep. It's more fun than you think. Because when I first heard about it, I thought it was dumber than shit. And then once I got it, I'm like, oh, I get it. This is fun. Yeah.
Well, don't we have a cool question on here at all from there?
As of right this second?
Like this one. What type of liquor does Kip need to help with recovery?
Funny you should ask.
Yeah, funny you should ask. That's been covered by my good friend and brother, Jesse, who brought me illegally alcohol into the hospital. It was awesome.
Proper 12, by the way.
Yes, proper 12. It's not that bad.
No.
It's not bad. I mean, I've had worse.
It's not my favorite shit, but it's not my least favorite by far.
Exactly. So next, Steve Haddett, Pain Meds with Whiskey, could make the show interesting. It's, I think it would have the separate effect of me just mumbling.
Yeah. So interesting, if interesting you mean like he starts to drool a little bit and smash words together like I normally do, then yeah.
But worse.
Yeah, worse.
But worse. I was having trouble. I didn't take my Narcos at all.
No?
Narcos. I did not take them since 11:30 because I was bad in the hospital. I'm like, blur, blur. I'm like, that wasn't words. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're already not wordsmiths.
Yeah, so we can't make that worse. But we did have a nice little half finger of whiskey before, some proper 12. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Jesse. Good stuff.
Love that guy.
Yeah.
He came in with his neck brace on. He had this exact same surgery from the exact same surgeon a year ago.
Yep. Hey, and he's doing well.
Yep. So
there's hope yet.
There is. But we'll probably go over another question maybe afterwards.
Let's do that.
I think it's a good idea.
All right. Want to get started in the pro tip?
I heard it short, so that's a good thing.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, we're not going to do a long short. See?
Right
Look
there.
At that.
Right there, people. We always...
Derp.
Even when we try to be, wordsmiths, it doesn't work. So if we were trying to not be, ooh.
I mean, we could edit, but we won't.
Yeah, we don't do that.
All right. Kroyler's pro tip. Pauline asked me to discuss how Anti Jiu Jitsu stunts your growth in your Jiu Jitsu journey. I see what you did there. So, before I start this write-up, I wanted to let everyone know that I will be part of a Jiu Jitsu camp in Ireland. We'll see how prepared the dads are. Last time they gave me shit for communicating here about my tours and how you guys could visit me.
Yeah, Paul.
And we will again
Paul,
give you shit.
Paul, that bothers Paul a lot. You self-promoting bastard.
We will promote you.
Yeah,
we think
automatically.
You're a great human.
We love you. We will totally promote you.
You
give us time to do so, dick. Taken away from our thunder of loving him.
You, sir. You know what? Next time he comes up, we're going down there what Saturday
the 29th.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I'm kicking your ass.
I'm not doing anything.
He's
kicking your ass.
Yeah, just wait for it. Be prepared.
If you jump in front of his car while it's moving.
I mean, I didn't say how.
Yeah.
I didn't say how.
Hey, we killed a deer. We'll kill you.
That's goddamn
right.
Yeah, and I think deer are way cooler than you. I did until one destroyed my car.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Then they're kind of douches.
All right. Gave me shit for communicating here about my tours and how you guys could visit me. We'll see if they give out the right info about the camp in Ireland. We will not.
I don't know it.
Because we don't know. You could look that up as I read.
I could.
That's an option.
I mean,
we could.
Do we like him that much?
I mean,
just keep reading.
Yeah, all right. Anyways, so let's first define what Anti Jiu Jitsu is and then discuss why people do Anti Jiu Jitsu and how and why it ultimately stunts their growth and how we can change this behavior.
Can we talk about how people don't know that they're doing Anti Jiu Jitsu?
That was my boat.
Yeah.
So this is like a PSA because I feel horrible about myself because I was actually showing people how to. I'm like, because, well, I mean, it gets into the pro tip of all the reasons why I did it, and he's exactly right.
Yeah.
For all the reasons Kroyler is going to mention, is
Paul
all the reasons I did it because I'm like, I'm tapping out so much less. So if you just grab your collar and grab your sleeve and tuck in and don't do shit. they have a really hard time tapping you out.
Well, yeah.
And I did learn it from one of the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah.
That, for you that don't know, he's one of the first 12 American black belts. Yeah, not from Brazil.
Yep, correct.
And he had an app out, so I'm like, well, he must be awesome. So, now, to be fair, very young blue belt when I learned this. Yeah. And I might have missed the nuance of why and how to utilize it without turning it into anti-jiu-jitsu, but pretty sure it's just anti-jiu-jitsu because that's exactly what he's talking about. So
yes, should be interesting.
It should be interesting. So anyway, that's where I got it from. I utilized it. I'm like, oh, wow, this shit works really well.
Yep.
And then the first time I rolled with Kroyler, I'm like, hey, where am I screwing up? And he mentioned exactly what I was doing, the anti-jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
Exactly, like verbatim. Like, you're doing this. That's not helping you at all. That's hurting your game.
You're literally not doing anything.
And it was actually hard for me to wrap my head around that because I'm like, I thought I was defending myself. Like, how is defending yourself anti-jiu-jitsu?
But it is when you're doing that shit.
But it is. All right, moving on. So, what is anti-jiu-jitsu? Anti-jiu-jitsu is learning the game only to try and nullify its application. But what does that mean? Well, think of it as learning to play a game, except instead of learning what the rules are or how to win the game, you simply learn and focus on not making the mistakes every other layman does. You aren't trying to win, nor are you defending. We'll talk about this later. You simply are trying to not engage in a way that could lead to a pitfall. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just trying to not lose.
Exactly.
That's the way I hear that. It's just,
right.
If I don't let you have it, I can't lose.
It's like you almost, you slap, you bump, and you might as well just get up and walk away.
Yeah.
It's like akin to that.
Because you're not doing shit.
Yeah. You're boring your partner. You're not allowing them to learn, and you're not promoting your own game.
Yeah.
So you might as well just slap, bump, and say, hey, it was good to see you. Bye now.
Slap, bump, and boop a nose.
Well, yeah.
Boop a nose.
Nothing wrong with booping noses. Just, you got to do other stuff as well. That's what we're saying.
Yes.
All right, B. So how is this any different than defending or good defense? Well, if I get top mount and you hug your collars, pinch your elbows to your ribcage, straighten your legs out, and you just sit there looking at me, that is anti-jiu-jitsu. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what I did. Exactly. Like exactly what he described. Verbatim.
Verbatim is what you did. You showed me.
Yeah.
I never did it, though.
Dude, I showed everybody that shit.
Yeah, I never did it just because I was too lanky Like, so when I went to go get my elbows down, by the time I went to get my elbows down, there's people there. There's like a leg there. I'm like, my arms are too long. I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, Paul shit sucks. I'm moving on.
Well, it's funny because it works really well up until whatever level you're at. Or I guess a little bit above the level you're at. Yeah. So it would be great against all the white belts and all the blue belts. But as soon as you started getting some good purple belts, I'm like, oh, they just kind of like nullify that shit. I mean, it takes them a little bit longer to get it, but it doesn't stop shit. It. Yeah.
Well, now, and that's where I learned with you. I'm like, oh, I can just do this. Yeah. And you're like, don't tell them. I'm like, okay. I'm going to tell them.
Watch this.
Watch me tell them. Just do this. It seems mean, but it works really good.
What you do is you just wet willy them.
Yes, until he lets go.
Yeah, exactly. Tickle under the armpit directly. Pretty soon. Yeah. They're not holding on to shit. Things. Weird. All right, you just sit there looking at me. That is anti-Jiu Jitsu. On the other hand, if I get top mount and you pinch your elbows to your body and you start framing my hips and shrimping, well, that's defense. So anti-Jiu Jitsu and Jiu Jitsu defense differ in that, one, you are simply refusing to engage for fear of losing, and your hope is that your opponent gets bored of playing with you, that'll happen. Where Jiu Jitsu defense means you are actively looking for a way out of the bad position. That's
big part.
Big difference.
Big difference.
So when I stopped doing anti-Jiu Jitsu and I started going for defense, so my defense was lagging behind how good my anti-Jiu Jitsu was. So my tap ratio went up exponentially until my defense started getting better.
Yeah, it had to.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of one of those things where if you do anti-Jiu Jitsu, which I don't want to say a lot of people do, but a lot of people do, you're going to go,
I don't think a lot of them do it as long as you did, though.
No, I really thought it was legit.
You really... Well, and why wouldn't you, though? Who showed you it was, like, legit as fuck.
I really thought so, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously not so much.
Clearly
was showing bullshit.
Yeah.
Because literally when you did that, and the reason why I stopped doing it wasn't because I'm better at all than you. It was because Chad Palmeroy's calling me.
Calling you?
I'm not answering that.
Bro,
it's busy. Tuesday, bitch.
You should know better.
Yeah.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
He's probably calling to see how I was, so it's probably a nice
He's probably
person.
not being all nice. Like, hey, Kip, brother, how you doing? We're like, fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, I'm out.
Asshole. I can't wait to listen to this podcast and kick my ass. It's going to be fun.
Please don't now have a neck.
Right, in 6 months.
Sorry, Chad. I'm doing a show right now.
Yeah, we're doing stuff and things. We'll get back to you.
I'll get back to you, I promise. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so the reason why I stopped doing that was it didn't work. Like, I could stop people from grabbing, but I couldn't do anything. I was still in the same position.
Right.
And I'm like, fuck, this doesn't work. I'm like, just for me, it didn't work. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I can't get my arms down quick enough and grab my collars. It just wasn't a natural motion for me. And then on top of that, I'm like, I'm stuck here. Even if I get it, I'm stuck. I'm not doing shit.
And to your point, like, if somebody's quote unquote good at anti-Jiu Jitsu, and a lot of times you don't have to be if you're good enough, but a lot of times to open them up, you got to do like dick moves. You got to you got to like hurt them, and people don't want to do that. So to Kroyler's point, like you get bored, you're like, what am I? All right,
yeah,
I guess I'm either going to be feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a dick or just ankle lock them. Right. Like it's boring.
Yeah, exactly. So now I'm fighting,
fucking up somebody else's role.
I'm fighting that now because I'm like, I'm trying to undo all the damage I did. Like, I legitimately feel like a heel and very guilty, as I should. I feel great shame.
I would say no, but yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm telling them, but now it's so in their game that I'm like, oh, damn it. So I'll keep on mentioning it and trying to help. But meanwhile, I'm like, because I don't want to do the dick moves and all that. So I just turn around. When I come
back, I'll do it.
Perfect. So yeah, I just turn around. I'm like, I guess I'm attacking your ankles now. I'm going to be an ankle biter.
Yeah. And so when I come back, just point out who they are, and I'll get them in the bad position, and then I'll do the dick move I used to do to you.
Perfect.
Just a crossface. Just an asshole crossface. Yeah. Like, oh, you want to do that? Let me paper cut. Maybe paper cut you.
Masa Pow's work really good.
Masa Pow's work good.
Yeah. You just get that knuckle and dig it right through under the jawline.
Yeah.
And
That was my favorite. I like the paper cutter though, across the face, and just keep pushing.
Yeah, it's funny because you can get it's not a legit choke, but I'll choke somebody's face.
Yeah.
And they'll tap.
Oh yeah, they'll tap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Or they'll let go of their fucking lapel.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good for that.
You ever get face choked?
Yeah.
A good face choke, it really sucks.
I've had a good face choke. I'm like, this is not a choke, but I'm definitely
going to tap to this. I don't want to tap. My ego says no, but my body, my face says
definitely
yes.
says yes.
That's funny.
And you just want to look at him and go, that wasn't a choke, you fucker.
Yeah. That was bullshit.
We're not in a competition.
Right. I'll give it to you, but I don't want to.
Slap their hand.
Right.
Next time they go to slap bump, you're like, no, you just get the bump.
What does Bruno do that? Like his opponent went to shake his hand and he just did the whole cool guy, comb my hair thing. Just do that.
Yeah,
just
over and over again to every guy. Fuck you. Haha, too cool for you.
Yeah, suck it. All right. Number 2. Why do people do anti Jiu Jitsu? Well,
they suck.
Because they suck, right? Well, how dare you? It's true though. All right. Well, ignorance is not bliss, folks. Most of us assume that if we are losing less, that we are improving. Yeah, that's exactly what that's in
what
my
it
head.
is.
Yeah, because my tap level went down drastically once I learned that. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. Yeah. This is I really thought I was on some shit, like magic shit. It's because I'm stupid. All right.
A little bit.
Most of us assume that if we are losing less, that we are improving. That is not true at all. This is the point that most people argue over because it is difficult arguing results. Exactly.
Yeah.
When Kroyler first told me about it, I had a hard time wrapping my head around it because, like you said, I'm getting good results in my head, so I don't understand why you'd want me not to
do that.
Yeah. Example. Let's say that you decide to sign up to train with Roger Gracie for a month, and that you get to train and roll with Roger Gracie for 5 minutes every day for a month.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be fun.
Oh, that would be cool. So cool.
I lost my place.
I'm sorry.
I found it.
I got excited.
Got it. You're not wrong. With as many people as we know in Europe, I bet we could go over there and find that shit, make it happen.
Well, dude, a few of them were talking about they had trained with them.
That is awesome.
Like they went to seminars and shit. I'm like, oh, that's amazing.
I really wish I could just fly all over the country and the world and train with different people. That'd be
at
fun.
This point, I just need to go to Great Britain and where's the other one? Oh, Australia. Because they're very awesome.
They are awesome. Again, lost my damn place. In this example, you are rolling those 5-minute sessions with him with the intent of tapping the greatest grappler of our generation, and he taps you 20 times in 5 minutes every single time.
Sounds about right.
That probably
if not more
than
that's
accurate.
That's a general.
He's being very generous.
Yeah, he's being very generous with that one.
You may go home every day and think to yourself, God damn it, literally no improvement. So you sign up for another month with him. Now, the second month, you take a different approach. You decide, I am not going to make stupid mistakes, and I will tap less. So, you decide to simply not engage in the combat. Every time...
Sounds so bad.
God, I hate it because it was me. So, you decide to simply not engage in the combat. Every time you mount, you hug your chest and grab your lapels. Every time you get your back taken, you belly down like a wrestler and hug your chest and grab your collars. Anytime you're inside closed guard, you hug the hips and bury your face in his belly button and hold on for dear life. That is frustrating.
Yes.
Let's say now he only taps you 4 times every round. So you go home every day 20% more successful. And at the end of the month, you may think, man, I am badass. In 1 month, I got 20% closer to Roger Gracie.
No.
That's exactly the shit I felt, Kip.
It's so weird.
Dude, I swear, because I like you said, I thought I learned this shit from legit source. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And I went and I'm like, upper belts are having a really hard time tapping me. Like they might get me once in a roll.
Yeah.
And nobody lower than me or my level was getting me.
Yeah.
Like I could just, I'm never tapping. I'm untappable. This is great.
Really?
Dude, I felt like a little demigod for a while. I mean, eventually people figured that shit out. But when I first learned it, so when you first start doing that bullshit, the results go through the roof. I'm like, holy shit, this is magic.
But I'm weird because I don't see not tapping as a win.
See, I see not tapping as a win.
That's just me though. Yeah. Because most people I think are on your side, and especially when you're rolling with an upper belt.
Yeah,
I don't see it that way.
I went full defense mode. Like if people can't tap me and they're frustrated and they can't get what they want, I thought that was just really good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
I didn't understand it was actually really good anti-jiu jitsu, which ergo terrible jiu-jitsu.
Yes. The opposite of good jiu-jitsu.
I can't tell you how frustrating that was to learn. Like the first time you told me that, I'm like, what? What are you?
No, it's fine.
I wanted praise because you didn't tap me a lot. But I got no praise. I got, kicked in the teeth, which was appropriate. And I learning, slowly, but surely.
From Shirley.
Slowly, from Shirley. I tell you what, that's a hard habit to break, too. It really, I still find myself doing that shit.
I could see that being an issue. It works.
Yeah.
It works to stop you from getting tapped, that's for sure.
I can catch myself doing it, and I try, matter of fact, I'll get to that a little bit later. I asked for clarification from Kroyler after this. I'm like, well, hold on a minute. Let me ask you a couple of questions. So I'll get to that after the pro tip. We'll get through this, though. All right, 20% closer to Roger Gracie. That gives you an immediate feeling of success and improvement. However, the reality is that you did not improve and you did not perform better. And that behavior will have to be repeated over and over with everyone of all levels. You simply refused to engage. You took the fetal position and hoped for the best. That is all. It wasn't quite the fetal position.
No, it wasn't the fetal position. I will say that.
Get your point. It was
close.
It was close.
If you would have tucked the legs up, fetal.
I think this is. I think he's less mad at this than he is at turtling, but not by much. Not by much. No. This is like a close second.
Because he's talked about anti-jiu-jitsu with me before.
Yeah.
He's not a fan.
No, not at all.
Not a fan.
All right. Now, let's say instead of doing anti-jiu-jitsu, you spent the second month still trying to win. Winning doesn't mean losing less. It means improving with every tap, whether it's yours or theirs. Let's say with every armbar, choke, and leg lock that Roger catches you with, you try and devise a new plan as to how you want to prevent or avoid his setup, how you will see the attack coming, how you will defend and escape. Even if you continue to fail every single time, you actually have improved. And maybe at the end of the 30 days, maybe you have legitimately avoided one tap. That is improvement. That makes sense.
That would be amazing. Because I'm pretty sure I couldn't avoid any tap.
Oh, for sure. But his point is like...
Yes, his point's very valid.
You go from 20 to 4 and you feel like that's accomplishment, but you're really just fucking your whole jiu-jitsu
You're not
career.
doing jiu-jitsu.
Right. But you go from 20 to 19, but you're doing it the right way, and now you've actually made progress.
Furthered your career.
All right, that is improvement. Then when you get someone that isn't a Roger Gracie, you will be far more threatening and successful. That makes a lot of sense.
Makes a ton of sense.
Yep. Yeah, because just the act of learning what he needs for the setup, where he has to go, what he needs to get for what he's going for, you're like, oh, I need to avoid that kind of stuff. And how can I use actual jiu-jitsu, framing, shrimping, all that kind of jargon and jive. Like words and
jargon, things, such.
Yeah.
Insert jiu-jitsu words.
From 1950. All right, number 3. How does anti-jiu-jitsu stunt your growth? Well, it stunts your growth because you are avoiding the problem instead of solving it.
Yep.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it does.
Procrastination at its best. Failure is the road to success. Fail forward. Refusing to engage means refusing to allow yourself to fail. If you don't fail, you won't know what areas you need to improve on. You don't learn what and where your weaknesses are and lie. Without that awareness, you can't proficiently and successfully address them. And if you think, I have no weaknesses, you are an imbecile. I never thought that. I will give myself
you never jumped up to raise your hand? I'm an imbecile.
It's not that I'm not an imbecile, but...
Pretty close?
Yeah. I never thought I had no weaknesses, so... I'm an imbecile, but not in this way. We'll go with that. That makes sense.
Yeah, you've never been like that.
We all have weaknesses. Jiu-jitsu is perfect. However, the human element is not. Therefore, henceforth, we can and we all must improve to strive to get closer to perfection. Makes a lot of sense.
But what if you're like me and really fucking far away? It's a very big hill to climb.
Yeah.
Mountain, really?
Yeah. Like an Everest, really. Like a little...
I'm never getting it.
Yeah, like Everest, but twice as much. Like the Mariana Trench.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then they get the pressure on top of it,
There's one piece of trash down there.
Yeah, we might as well do anti Jiu Jitsu. At least when we're not
fuck
tapping.
it, why not?
You know what? I'm on board with that.
Yeah,
fuck it. I was doing the right thing all the time.
Yeah, fuck it. You're never tapping me, you sons of bitches.
I would be the best at anti Jiu Jitsu.
You've got to be the best at something.
Exactly. I'll make an app for that. Hey guys, watch this. All right, number 4. How can we change this behavior? For school owners and head instructors, we should all strive to provide better education, better teaching methodologies. Holy crap.
Wow, dude.
You know what I'm trying to say, people. You
Methodologies?
can figure that out all on your own. And foster an environment where failure is acceptable as long as it is used for improvement. Where trial and error are desired as the experience acquired through it is valuable. Oh my
wow, start
God.
the fuck over.
Where trial and error are desired as the experience acquired through it is valuable. Where mistakes are addressed, weaknesses are patched, and the desire to improve our teammates as well as ourselves is a constant. If my teammates improve, they'll expose the weaknesses in my game. Therefore, I will have the opportunity to improve.
I want to slow clap real quick.
I got through it.
You got through it.
Thanks, buddy.
I am so proud of you right now.
You know, I have a half a finger of proper 12, and
I had
that's
no
what
fucking
happens.
clue what you just said. The beginning of that sentence, not a clue the first time through.
Did you get it the second time, though?
Yeah, second time was beautiful.
Good. So if you get it on your drugs and your proper 12, then I'm hoping that other people will also understand my words and such.
Yeah, it was good. I just wanted to slow clap you.
I appreciate
feel
that.
a little better.
You know, that encourages me. It really does.
I feel better about myself. It's fine.
You know, Andrew tried to read something on their show.
It's not easy, by the way.
And he fucked it up. And he actually called me out. He's like, you know what? Now I understand Paul. And then, of course, Kroyler had to go and shit on me. He's like, whoa. This is like your first time reading some shit? Paul's been doing that for 2 years and still fucking it up. And I will continue to, sir.
Yeah, we still will murder that shit. You're lucky I'm not reading. No one would know what I said.
Oh, God. Your reading is abysmal.
It really
but
is.
It's fun, though, in a little way.
It is. I mean, I can't.
Of course, I say your reading is abysmal, and I just did that. So
that was fucking great.
That was epic.
That was epic.
That was some squinchily
like, dude,
terrible.
Literally didn't know what you said, and I'm sitting right fucking here.
Yeah, I might as well just grab the dictionary and read random words on random pages and put them together.
For sure. Just
fine. Yeah,
turn to a page, read the first 4 words, done.
You get it. Yeah, they can figure it out.
It hurts to laugh. Fuck.
Yeah, well, moving on. For the individual, stop focusing on the number of taps. Stop focusing on comparing your performance to others. Start focusing on understanding the failures, understanding the shortcomings, addressing them, improving on your performance through it, as well as helping your teammates, whether it's by coaching them to their improvement or by exposing them to weaknesses in their game.
Yes.
Got it.
Sounds good.
Move away from I must win and or I must not lose.
I hate those people.
I was those people. I'd really not win because I really thought not losing was a big deal. Like, by not losing, I'm not like, hey, I beat your ass. But I just felt like I had good jiu-jitsu by not tapping out.
Yeah, see, I don't think I knew what good jiu-jitsu was. Probably still don't.
Yeah, in my head it was all, well, it's a self-defense, and I'm doing it. So if I don't lose, I win, was my mentality.
Which is interesting that we can do the same things, and you can show me the same things, because you showed me a lot of how I play my defensive game anyways, came from you showing me shit.
Sorry.
No, not your anti-jiu-jitsu shit, your actual defense.
The actual jiu-jitsu. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the jiu-jitsu defense. But I took it differently. I took it as, this is the only way to do it, to learn how to do this. And you just had me playing off my back, just defending.
Yeah.
All the time. That's all you really like, just fucking work on that. Okay. Well, at the same time, you took that same information and created anti-jiu-jitsu.
I didn't create it.
Yeah, for yourself you did.
I adapted
little circle.
Other people's creation to my.
And then pass that disease on to others. Well played, sir. I was just too stupid to get it.
Yeah.
That's what saved me.
I just want to give out a formal apology to any Black Lion students that I've given that hate and vitriol bullshit to.
Yes.
I feel bad. Legitimately feel bad.
You probably should.
So I'm hoping that everybody, Chad, make everybody listen to this.
Yeah.
Everybody listens to the show and goes, yeah, Paul's a fucktard.
Yeah.
And I will throw that bullshit out.
Yes.
Never listen to him again.
And listen to the person we're supposed to. Chad.
Yeah.
Just listen to Chad. I always said that whenever I'm like, somebody asks me for help, I'm like, I'll help you, But you better ask Chad to make sure I did anything right. Not just the whole thing, just any part of it.
Yeah, right.
Ask Chad, make sure I got any of it right.
You know, it's frustrating / cool when you got to move. Like, you got your shit. Like, I got an armbar.
Yes.
And I was really successful with my armbar. And then we had and it wasn't a private, it was a seminar. And it was armbar for mount. I'm like, oh, shit, I wasn't doing half the stuff he's talking about. Yeah. And it just made everything easier and better. And it's almost like I can tap people art. I can tap people out by the pressure that I use to get myself in the position. You can just hear them struggling. They almost want you to finish the armbar to get it over with.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the weight distribution?
Yeah.
Holy shit. And it makes it so much easier.
Yeah, before I was relying on like speed and timing. And
always.
I just throw my foot over, and once you got good at jiu-jitsu and you understand what I needed, you just
I would just catch over and roll over every time.
Yeah. It's like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah. But now you're doing it correctly. Fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's fucking tried it on me once. I'm like, dude, get off my chest.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu used correctly, once you finally get it the way it's supposed to be done, it's, I don't want to say unstoppable, you know?
When it feels like it. It feels unstoppable. It's not. Kroyler will show you quite quickly. It's not. But it feels like it. For that second, you're like, holy shit, I'm fucking awesome. Because you did it to the best of your ability.
Right.
And the person, like, you can feel it when they have no clue how to stop it. There's like, holy shit, this is happening. Just finish it.
Yeah. I still think it's amazing. And I remember the first time it started happening, when I started to kind of understand movement in jiu-jitsu and what people needed and what I needed, I thought they were just like giving me stuff.
Yeah.
Like, here, just take. I'm like, wow, this is almost too easy.
Yeah.
It's just a weird feeling.
Well, when I started hitting my scissor sweep, I told you back then, I'm like,
why'd you let me do that?
Why'd you let me do that? And you're like, I didn't
let you
fucker.
Do shit. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh. No. And then when I land my armbar from open guard, I'm just like, why'd you give me that? Because I worked on it for so long and failed at it for so long that all of a sudden people are like, that was good. But now I'm to the point in it where once I lock it, like, you can go wherever you want. I'm going to break your arm. It feels kind of cool because I'm just like, you can roll me around all you want. I'm done. Yeah, because sooner or later, you're going to hurt yourself.
Yeah. It's fun learning stuff in private lessons and stuff too. Like, like my guard, I know I mentioned it 1,000 times on the podcast already, but it's kind of neat where you end up in the position that you've been working on for so long, and it's just like you just almost magically end up there. Like, huh? Yeah. It's like they just put yourself in that position for you.
It's crazy.
It's really neat. Yeah, it's kind of mind blowing.
I love it. And it's not anti-jiu-jitsu, people.
Exactly. All right, last sentence. Move away from the I must win and or I must not lose and focus on I must improve and I must help others around me improve. Exactly. Just consider that. I hope you take it to heart. I hope if you do anti-jiu-jitsu, you can immediately try to stop it from the
identify and rectify.
I like it. Look at you. Look at you. You get surgery, then you get all philosophical and shit. Yes. So at the end, I read the pro tip. I'm like, okay. Just little clarification. All right. So I said, I texted him. I'm like, is there ever an acceptable time to grab your own collar? Because that's what I was doing. That was my anti-jiu-jitsu. I just grabbed my own collar so you couldn't get him in, and I tucked my arms in. He goes, depends on to what end. So I said, say I fucked up and I need a minute to work. Say someone took my back and is reaching for a collar and I use that as an immediate defense until I can launch a proper one. Because I've done that. I'm like, someone's taking my back, so and
actually, I have. I've done that. I'm just like, all right, fuck you. I got to grab this because I grab this or I'm choked out, and I don't have a chance to fight back out.
Right. So there's a couple people at our gym that do barambolos.
Yeah, it's just not. We just don't see it very often
because it's only a couple people, and I only roll with them very seldomly. I'm like, I'm getting baramboloed, and I can't stop it, and I know they're going for it, and they immediately go for that collar. Yep. So I just grab it first. Yeah. And I'm like, shit, am I doing the wrong thing? So I mentioned that. He goes, as long as you're actively defending and not hoping for divine intervention or stubbornness. I said, is that a fine line or not really? He goes, you tell me. I'm like, probably not. Yeah. He says something I thought was great. So keep this in mind. Sometimes we need a port in a storm to hold on just long enough to devise a solution. That is jiu-jitsu. Yes. If you're holding on for the sake of holding on or not engaging because it means not tapping and you're okay with suffering a shitty position for it, that's anti Jiu Jitsu.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a good way to put it. I like both of those.
That, I think he could have put that in the pro tip. I think that sums it up really good because people are going to have that question.
Well, you got to commend him on all these pro tips and Paul and everybody that's ever done one for us. Ron, where's that, bitch?
Come on, man.
Ron, I know you went on a retreat and all, and you're all fucking fixed. But this is getting ridiculous.
Do it.
Do it now. Which one? What was that one on? I forget which one he wrote on.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Sandbagging.
Sandbag, haha.
I got it.
That was your shit, man.
Yeah,
We're waiting on that.
He asked me to redo it, so I'm like, you can redo it before we.
Yeah. So,
he's like, I didn't do it in pro tip style. Can you please let me do it? I'm like, yeah. Take your time.
Yeah, because
we're just giving you shit. Like, take as much time as you need.
Yeah, but it's way more fun to give you shit. So get the fucking thing done.
That's what we do.
For Christ's sakes.
Hey, he's on the chat, so people could also give him shit.
Yeah, give him shit, everyone.
Saying, I mean, it's an option.
I mean, hello.
All right, we have another question.
Yes, we do.
On the Flick chat. So this is the Flick chat. This is why it's fun, because you can ask stuff like this. I'm wondering what you guys think about the culture of what I would call the over-celebration on the mats. At the comp on the weekend, we saw kids doing flips, yelling, thumping chests, etc. when they won. It's the sort of stuff you see some of the guys do at Worlds. We have consistently pointed out...
Oh, you mean the guys on steroids? Okay, just moving on.
Yeah, those guys. Same, one of the same. We have consistently pointed that out as something we find disrespectful to your opponent, and fortunately our kids aren't showy anyway and don't want the extra attention. Is it disrespectful, or is that just the way the sport is heading? It makes me cringe when I see it, especially in the kids.
2 people thumbs down this shit?
Maybe they meant thumbs up. I think that's a great question.
Yeah, I think it's a great question, and... What do you think? Because I know what I think.
I'm not a fan. I understand that you're happy. I understand that you worked really, really hard and you won at something and you're excited. You medaled. You're on the podium. You got gold.
Whatever it is.
I understand that, and I think a little fist bump, a little victory. Okay, but when you're screaming, yelling, chest bumping,
doing a flip because you planned that shit.
Yeah.
You planned, like, watch, when I win, I'm going to do a flip.
Yeah.
You did. Don't fucking lie to me. You fucking planned. Yeah. Who does a spontaneous flip?
Right. Yeah, when you go all alpha dog, like, to me, I would never do it. And I would find it disrespectful if I did it to somebody else, so I wouldn't do it. Yeah. I would help them up, congratulate them, say you were very
maybe
tough,
a fist
good
pump,
roll.
like a fist pump.
Yeah,
like I can see that. Like you guys.
Yeah.
And this is from actually this is from Lauren.
Yeah.
And this is Hunter's mom, and Hunter raises both hands when he gets raised, so that's his celebration.
Right.
The extent of it. That's it.
Yeah, I'm okay with the celebration.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
To her, I think she's talking about over celebration.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, and that's what I'm not good with. But I understand, like you're saying, it's like I understand you get really hyped up because you didn't get that hyped up though.
It's a combat sport, and there's a bunch of adrenaline, and there's fear going in, and your fight or flight kicks in, and when you lose a fight, it feels so much more personal. We talked about this before.
Yeah, we have.
So losing a fight sucks. It just sucks.
Why would you grind that in? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think. I don't know if they're trying to grind that in. I don't think they're trying to be disrespectful. I just think they might be genuinely overly happy that they won.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't know where their head's at, but I would call it disrespectful.
Here's my thing with kids. Look at their parents, because you can see their parents are cheering like that.
Ah, this is true.
And you want to know how I know?
You were a coach for
I was a coach
a lot of years.
For many years, and it always goes to how the parent. If the parents on the sideline just barking orders rather than trying to be helpful. And I saw it again at the 2 tournaments I've coached at for Black Line, just trying to help out.
Were the parents overcoaching the coaches?
Yeah, they were yelling. Oof. And I could tell which ones were going to be. It didn't matter if it was a girl, boy. It didn't matter. I'm talking mostly about kids right now because this is what I noticed.
Right.
Guys, I don't really care. I'm like, you want to be a moron, be a moron. My guy, I would never do it. As a full-grown adult, I'll never do anything like that because I know how it feels to lose. So fuck that. I'm not going to make it worse.
Yeah, even so, when I was 29 and I did my cage fight, I was just a young man.
Yeah.
And I was really stupid back then. I still didn't do that shit.
You still didn't do that shit.
You can watch my cage fight.
The guy.
I helped him up, hugged him. And
yeah. So you did the right thing, and I could never do that. It's just not my personality. But it's in a lot of people's personalities. And
some people over celebrate before they even do the match. You ever see that?
Oh my god!
Oh, we seen that.
Oh my god!
Match.
The guy that came out and did the Hulkster, and then got his ass handed to him.
Yeah, and then the guy mocked him by doing the same thing.
Yeah, did
back
the
after
exact
he won.
thing back. It was awesome. Way to lose.
Yeah.
But with kids, I watched. It was the parents that were barking and being the loudest fucking person around the mat.
It's like they're trying to live vicariously through their kids. Yeah.
So there was a girl that fucking she was fun as shit to watch, but I wanted to punch her in the face because she was just when she would win or lose, it was just I'm like, what the
She's
fuck?
either way too
but
mad or way too happy.
But her dad was sitting there the whole time like barking at her. I'm like, no fucking wonder.
Yeah.
Like I'd be pissed too if my dad was like that.
I think martial arts, when I grew up in martial arts, I did the taekwondo and all that kind of stuff. And it was a very respect-oriented thing. Like,
oh yeah.
So that's what's kind of ingrained in my brain.
Yeah,
it's all about respect.
Well,
so I would never.
Jiu-Jitsu is all about respect,
as it should be. But yeah, I think maybe culture's changing.
It needs to go. It needs to not change.
Yeah, I agree. Over celebrating is not for me. I understand being excited though. I guess that's all I can say.
Yeah, for me, I agree with Lauren. I think it's disrespectful to the people. Well, not even just the person that you beat. To everyone, it's unnecessary, dude.
To our point, what we're trying to do is. We want people to stick with it because they love it. If you're over celebrating and it hurts the other person more, like they already lost, they already feel bad, and now you're just like, you're doing, you're literally, if you're doing it on the mat like she's talking about, you're doing it right in their face. Yeah. You might as well be standing over them, spitting on them, going, "Yeah, I beat you." Yeah.
Do it off the mat. Like when you get off the mats, I don't care. If you want to sit over in the corner and just celebrate with your parents or whatever, your teammates, that's fine. Don't do it on the mats right in front of the person. Because the person can't go anywhere. So I can't go a fucking place but watch you celebrate.
So the man I beat in the cage fight, I didn't celebrate. I helped him up. I hugged. I gave my spiel when he asked me my questions. Blah blah blah. I found him after the match, and I just wanted to say again, that was a great fight. Good job. I just wanted to give him accolades. He was on the edge of tears. He felt so bad about losing because he hyped it up so much, and because it's a fight, it's so personal. Imagine if I just over celebrated. Yeah. Like that would have just made him feel worse. Yeah. So when you're doing that to other kids and even other adults on the mat, like maybe they're already on the verge of quitting. They're just trying to. They're like, "Fuck this, man! I don't need. I don't want to feel like that
asshole."
Again. Maybe maybe they wanted to be a competitor, but now they're like, "I don't ever want to have that feeling again."
Yeah,
but if you were very respectful and gave them a hug and
makes them want to go back.
Yeah, I think a lot of the women are a lot more respectful than a lot of the men I see. Just as the matches I see.
I don't know why.
Like they show love. Like every time. Not every time. Most of the time I see a women's match, they're like best friends, sisters after the match. Yeah. Like no matter if they won or lost.
We watched Morgan do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Morgan befriended everyone we've ever seen her beat. She's not even. They've just become friends. She didn't befriend them because she won or anything. They just became friends.
Exactly.
And my wife has done that with. She just goes to another gym or goes and does the Girlzillion stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what they're calling it anymore.
I think it's Girlzillion.
It's still Girlzillion. Yeah. Which is really cool process that we do up here in Michigan. We do nothing with it, but we tell you about it.
We got out of the gym when they're doing it.
Yeah. Oh, you're coming in. All right, we will leave. Yep. But my wife does that, and she has so many friends on Facebook because they just kind of bond. Yeah. Guys don't do that as much.
No.
Stupid guys.
Men are so dumb. So full of ego.
I have no ego.
Then there's us.
I've lost it.
Yeah, mine's all but gone. My testosterone just went poof, gone.
Yeah. I should heal up really quick because of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, my lack of testosterone really doesn't help the healing process. No. All right. Oh, at Paulie. Now, this is another question. Training as long as you and I have, do you continue to try different techniques, or have you pretty much set your moveset? Good question.
I even know the answer to this.
So, it's hard for me to do other shit because I have a few moves in my repertoire that I'm good at, and I just it's right there. And I do it. And it's right there. So it's hard for me to stop myself from doing that. I try to do other shit.
Yeah. You train other shit. You train to learn new shit. Your privates are all around new things. Yep. Or a new thing that you're working on.
So I really do. But during a roll, especially... So if I roll with lower belts, I try new shit. because it's easy and I can kind of dictate whatever I do. When I roll with people like let's say Kip and I'm rolling and he's not injured, I have a difficult time trying new stuff because he finds it so easy to shut down at his blue belt level.
Yeah.
So it's hard for my brain to go, oh, don't worry about winning, worry about learning in the moment of a roll. And it's a forced practice. And no, I'm not good at it. I'm just not.
Well, you pause a lot.
Yeah.
Like when we were talking about it, I took your back. That was during one of your pauses. You literally stopped what you're doing because I know you were going to revert back to your shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the shit that you always go for, your armbar.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw the sequence starting. I'm like, fucker.
Yeah.
And then you stopped it. And then I took your back because of it. I'm like, well, now I'm just going to do this.
Yeah. I stopped and I thought, okay, I want to do, and then it was gone. Yeah. And I'm like, my back's getting taken. And then I'm thinking not using Anti Jiu Jitsu, which I started to do already. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going down to...
And then I got all the way to grabbing your opposite collar.
Yeah.
I just had to close it, and I just let go. I'm like, this feels like cheating.
Yeah,
because you had just thought your way through me choking you.
So that's a prime example of me trying not to do my shit and do other stuff and then have it all go wrong.
Well, if you didn't have to think through it so much, it'd probably be better.
Yeah, but I mean, that's how you learn.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have to take that as, hey, I learned something and I got better, rather than, oh, kick my ass.
Well, I can, but the thing is you've taught me a lot of shit. When I'm not injured, I'm not terrible. No, I'm terrible.
Terrible. There's levels of terribleness, I suppose. We're getting slightly less terrible as the years tick by.
Yeah. I'm going backwards right now.
But that's one of the things we try to do.
It's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good. So I actively try not to do it. I'm actively not good at it though. I'm trying to get better.
I think that's it.
All right, welcome back, Kip. The show would have been 20% less funny without you. Path journey cliche. That's it. Cool.
Fuck you, Matt. How about
that? Shit.
Asshole.
Oh, damn it. Who was I supposed to roll with?
Matt.
Damn it. I won't be there Wednesday. I got an eye appointment.
Where are you going to? Oh, do you?
Yeah. I'm going to try to make it there maybe for the second class. I'll do beginner class maybe. But
get there as quick as you can.
I will.
Because I'm going to come hang out.
Yep. I'll go anyway. Whether or not I train, I'll hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Come hang out with me.
We'll do that. We'll hold hands and watch class. It'll be great.
Yeah, that's about as much as I can do.
We'll bring the proper 12.
Just walk in there.
That'll be a good time.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, we'll do 2 straws in the proper 12 bottle, and we'll get to town. No worries.
Hello,
no worries.
Everyone. But we just got to end with our usual tribe is we're here for all of you guys. So if you need anything, you have questions, just ask.
Yep, it's a hell of a community. It's our own little fun cult.
It's growing fast. And we're still available at the dads at grapplingdads.com. The Flick app is honestly the easiest way to get us because we're live on there pretty much every day.
You can send us private messages on the Flick app. Or anybody, I think, right?
You can send anybody on there. But if you want to reach out to us, Simple BJJ's on there. He loves to answer questions.
Significantly better at it than I am, so I'll answer, then he'll over answer me. So you'll actually get the correct shit.
He did that once. Will you settle the fuck
down? No, I'm still.
You're still fucking
butthurt. Yeah. I was like, 1-1. He's like, sort of.
Yeah, asshole. He black belted your ass.
He did too. It was great.
Totally black belted your ass.
I'm like, you know what? I was going to say all that. I just didn't have time, bro. Cool.
No, you weren't.
I'll let it go.
Stop lying.
I'll let it go next
week.
Stop
lying to yourself.
You're right.
All right. But no, he's on there. Kroyler's on there. He likes to answer questions occasionally. But it's a lot of fun, and it's a great way to get a hold of us. But Instagram, still get a bunch of you guys reaching out to me on there. That's perfectly fine. That's going to be me most of the time. Also on Facebook has become me, just because Paul doesn't look at his notifications.
No.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm having a hard time at work because I'm training in another job, and I don't have time.
Yeah, which is fine. So you're going to get me. So what that means is you're going to get a bunch of misspelled shit. If you move past that, you'll be fine.
If you can decipher it, you're good to go.
Yeah, you're good to go. And usually it's just, I'm trying to just tell you it's a good question or a bad question, and we'll bring it up on the show, which most of the time we try to, because I know everyone likes to hear their question online.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's fun.
Yeah, if you get on Flick Chat too, like ask questions. A lot of times that's going to be how pro tips come up.
Yeah, and other listeners are there, and they love to just add their experiences. Shit, we have multiple people in the United Kingdom and around London that are just connecting. One of them asked where a gym was, and they're like, hey, maybe I can help you out finding a gym because he had to move. That's fucking cool shit. Really like seeing it. Want more people in there. We're growing all the time. And, just get in there. Flick chat, when you search it. Grappling Dads. Just
one word.
Chat. One word. Because if you do it in two, for some odd reason you won't find us.
Weird.
We are the Grappling Dads, though.
True.
So.
But yeah.
All right, guys.
Also, don't forget to adopt a white belt. All that kind of fun stuff. Like, share, you know the drill. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we love it. And just keep going back to class.
Yep, make it fun for everybody.
Bye.